getting breakfast at Denny's, and then I'll roll on out of here. Should be pretty easy to get out of Rome. I think there's a little bit of road traffic, and then I hop on a towpath pretty close to here. So I'm looking forward to today riding along one of the older parts of the Erie Canal that I don't think is used anymore. But it should be pretty good. So I'm going to have breakfast now and then be on my way. Okay, good morning. Getting ready to roll out of Rome. I'm heading that way. The wind is coming this way. It's a little bit stronger than it's been, so that'll slow me down a bit. But can't have everything. This is my route today from the "You Are Here" sign over here to Syracuse, somewhere way over here. So I'm off the main road and on the bike path. Okay, beginning crushed stone, which is going to be my friend for most of the day. This crushed stone is very nice. Nice and packed down. Over there is one of the early iterations, maybe the original Erie Canal. It's no longer used. The water is stagnant. I don't even think it connects to anything. And this trail that I'm on was the towpath. So originally you would have had barges down in the canal. There would have been no trees or anything to my left. And donkeys or mules, I guess, would have walked along the towpath pulling the barges. This is the early canal. So now to my left is the modern Erie Canal, the one that's still in use by recreational boaters. Rome sits in a very specific place. The Mohawk River begins a little bit to the east of Rome and gradually gets bigger as it flows down to the Hudson River. To the west of Rome begins another river, can't remember the name of it, that flows generally west. So a lot of different people, beginning with indigenous Americans, would use those two rivers to travel, and when they got to the area that is now Rome, they might have to unload their boats and carry their stuff across a little ways to get to the next river. This portage spot where you had to unload and reload became a natural place to camp. Eventually, the French or the British showed up, established a military encampment to control trade across the area, and that became Rome. Geographically, this area is a low spot between the Appalachian Mountains to the south and the Catskills or the Adirondacks or something to the north. So it was a natural place to make a road to carry things by wagon once the Europeans moved in. When the idea for a canal came up, a canal would have to be dug to connect these two rivers. So a long straight canal would be built, and the plan they came up with was to start digging in Rome and dig simultaneously east and west until you get a very long straight canal that extends both east and west of Rome. There are a few different iterations of the canal dug, making it wider, deeper. The very first canal was just a few feet deep, 7 or 8 feet wide. The idea was to build something economically useful as fast as possible. And this way you could start transporting goods and start making money. I'm approaching Lock 21. That's Lock 21 on the modern canal. Whoa! What do you know about this? Over there is the canal. It's a little bit wider than it was. It's not all green and scummy. and there's actually moving water in it. So this is the Erie Canal Historic Park. It's 36 miles long. Just the width of the canal and a little bit more. Well, I'm starting to see drops of water accumulating on my panniers, so I'm going to stop under this tree, put on a rain jacket, put rain covers on my bags. Excuse me. Honk, honk, honk. I'm getting close to the Syracuse end of this trail, another half mile or so. So after all those flat miles today, the hills of Syracuse.
Howdy folks. So I'm all settled in the town of Fayetteville, just outside of Syracuse, the home of my host Gretchen, who sets a new bar on warm showers generosity. And as you can see from the video, today was pretty much just a long dusty ride next to a big ditch. The ditch at the time was called Clinton's Folly, named after a governor of New York, Clinton. When you're riding solo, there's not a lot to do along this stretch except, well, talk to the camera. But I thought this was one of the nicer days to do this ride because it wasn't real hot and there weren't a lot of mosquitoes out. So I don't mind what other people might call the monotony of this ride, because I just kind of get in a groove and pedal along, think about stuff that you normally don't have time to think about. When I got up here into Fayetteville, there were a few hills to climb, but nothing major. So I'm going to tuck myself in and then get ready for tomorrow. So have a great evening.